Disney star Avengers Mark Ruffalo came out and said the riots, the protesting that's going on in Los Angeles, California, is an act of peaceful, civil disobedience protesting. Now, Mark Ruffalo has dismissed days of violent anti ice mask demonstrations and looting rolling the streets of Los Angeles, California. He thinks this is peaceful. And then he even said, find a protest in your city. As you see here, I'm trying to blame Trump and, it's just crazy. Like they're sending military there to have order. I feel bad for you guys in Los Angeles who live there, who are trying to make a living, trying to work, and you have to deal with this mess. California, in my opinion, is a great place to visit because it's got a lot of stuff to see. It's sad that the governor, Gavin Newsom, isn't really enforcing the law. And of course, the mayors of California, they just let stuff happen and encourage this. And it's just sad because there's great people in California. I have no doubt about it. I feel bad for them because some of them are trying to make an honest living. And when you see this going on, you're like, man, should I leave? And some of you are probably torn. Like California is a great place to sightsee, do stuff. There's a lot to do out there. But when you have leaders ruining things, it's hard, right? I would actually move to California if it was cheaper. I really would. I know there's some crazy stuff going on out there, but the cost of living is too crazy, but the weather's nice, right? They have good weather. I don't get why California's become such a disaster, and it shouldn't be, in my opinion, because like I said, there's a lot of stuff to do there. But going to Mark Ruffalo's Blue Sky account fits him perfectly because X is the enemy, and it's a bunch of fascists on there. If you don't get out of that platform, then you're just a fascist, whatever. But he does a lot of posts about politics, and he'll probably end up moving towards politics. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think he's going to stay in acting forever. And he's one of the faces of Marvel right now, and he's going to be in Spider-Man next year. Now I'm going to see it, but will some fans not see the movie because of his political stance? Probably. We saw how that worked out for Rachel Zegler, how she told Trump fans that she doesn't need their business, and we saw how the movie turned out. So will some fans be like, you know what? I don't want to go see the new Spider-Man film because of the stuff Mark Ruffalo is saying about the stuff going on in California. Wouldn't surprise me. Now, for me, I'm still going to see the movie because I'm a Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man, so I'm going to look past this. That's just my opinion. You have yours, and I respect it. But man, this dude, all he does is really tweet about politics, and again, it's really sad stuff how these people are so out of touch with reality. And let's just look at the riots going on. He claims it's peaceful protest, and let's see how much peace is going on here. You look at this on fire. Like, what is going on? Why are these people doing all this? How is this helping anybody? Like, they're burning down cop cars. I wonder how Mark Ruffalo would feel if these people came to his house. Like, would he have security up front saying, "You can't come here," or would you welcome them in, or would you welcome them into, or would you welcome them to your property and allow them to perform their peaceful protesting? Like, would you let them do it because you're saying, "Hey, go out there and state your views, tell them how you feel, yada yada yada." This is crazy. I just don't understand why they continue to paint this narrative. Yikes. And I hope the officers are safe and also the families who are having to worry about their husbands as police officers that are trying to enforce the law. I can't imagine the stress you guys are dealing with and the uncertainty because look, you can protest peacefully. I have nothing wrong with that, but this is not peaceful whatsoever. So, yeah, it's just a really bad look. And of course, other people say, oh, it's not as bad as you think, blah, 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 blah. But we know what's going on here. And look, if you don't agree with how things are being handled at the border, it's fine. But don't burn down your city. Don't blow up cars or destroy properties and steal phones from local stores. That ruins businesses. Like, I don't get the reactions here. It doesn't make sense. And it's not helpful for anybody. But yeah, Mark Ruffalo, man, I don't get this guy. And again, it's Hollywood in general. They're so out of touch with reality, and they just rather gaslight their audience. And you don't see them involved though. You will never see them downtown protesting with these people. Like you never see that going on. I haven't seen it. So if you really believe in what you say, why don't you go out there with them? Or why don't you have them come to your house? I never see that happen. I'm sure if these protesters showed up at Mark Ruffalo's house, he would be in for a rude awakening. I wonder if he would still call it peaceful protesting. I wonder if his tune would change. But yeah, it's just Hollywood being Hollywood, and Disney, Marvel better be careful here. They just allow these people to speak their minds, and you can, but you might want to focus more on your movies coming up instead of constantly talking about politics. Because now we're like, do you want to act anymore, or do you want to just be a politician? Like, which career do you want to pursue? I'm just wondering. So, this isn't peaceful at all. And, to the people who live in California, I really hope you guys are okay. I really do. And there's people fleeing and, moving out by the droves. I can't blame them. I'm sure it's been hard for some families who have lived their whole life and now they got to get up and leave because of all this stuff that has gone on in California over the years. So, yeah, it's just really bad stuff. So it, I hate to say Democrats, but like they have enabled this stuff and haven't. I'm not gonna say all of them. The extreme ones. I'm gonna use the right verbiage here. I don't think every Democrat is this way. I know some Republicans might disagree with me, but I'm just trying to have a balanced approach here. And I say that because you could go to like a movie theater. Let's say you go to AMC, you have a bad experience with that employee. They treat you bad, but not every employee at the AMC theaters are going to treat you the same way. You see what I'm saying? Like just because there's these Democrats not doing anything doesn't mean every Democrat is the same way. I'm sure some of them like this shouldn't be happening whatsoever. It's embarrassing. And yeah, Mark Ruffalo, my guy, you seem out of touch. And I would love to see a situation where one of these Hollywood actors have one of these protesters show up at their place, and I wonder the reaction I would see from them. I am very curious. That would be hilarious, especially if they have security come out and they try to get them arrested or off their property. Then you're like, okay, I thought you said go out and express yourself. That's what you said on Blue Sky. You chose to go out and protest. You said it's peaceful. Now you're switching up. So it's just crazy stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the rioting and protests going on in Los Angeles. Do you agree or disagree with Mark Ruffalo's statements? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys also share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.